Guys, I'm Krishna. I am the CEO and partner of Sortfolio and co-founder of Being Genius. I kind of grew up as a nerd, now an entrepreneur, just trying to make things happen.
Can you tell us a little bit about how your dad brought home computers and where he brought them from?
So, from childhood, super nerd. Dad actually was part of the teams that were developing the first microprocessors for Intel, and so we always had access to like the earliest of computers. So I think I might have been 5 years old or something like that, 5, 6 years old. We were programming on Logo, drawing little spirographs, getting a little Terrapin turtle to do all kinds of things using mathematical equations. Good stuff.
What happened when the other kids were learning how to turn on their computers? What were you learning how to do?
So I think it was like third grade, already programming in BASIC, and Dad taught me like subroutines, and so at that point, the teacher's like, this is how you turn on the computer. You have to boot floppy disk, and I think I coded a trivia game, multiple choice trivia game that would play like the Star Spangled Banner if you won or something like that.
And how did the business thing start? I mean, you got jobs early on. You started working as a teenager, but how did you make the sort of leap into just trying one different industry after another to see what would work, and why did that interest you?
So I think it's this entrepreneurial spirit that you just sort of have, and if you have it, you know what I'm talking about, that you just feel compelled to do something, and you'll find an opportunity in whatever road you're on, and something will pop, and you're like, I just have to do this, and then it'll most likely not work out, and you'll fail, and you just have to get back up, and another opportunity will come along, and you'll jump on that. And you just keep trying to
How do you manage funding for some of these projects?
So fortunately, one of my first endeavors was a commercial real estate investment firm. So I guess lucky for me that did pretty well. So that afforded me some opportunities I guess a lot of startups don't have. One of the startups I'm in now, actually, though, got traditional financing from a bank, which just involves knocking on tons and tons and tons of doors, and it just goes back to that entrepreneurial thing of you just have to keep trying, don't give up, and eventually you can make things happen. You can force things to happen out of sheer willpower. You just can't give up, and things will happen.
So how did you get interested in Sortfolio?
Sortfolio is an interesting story. I have a partner at Sortfolio who actually brought it to my attention that Sortfolio was for sale from 37 Signals. 37 Signals was putting it up for sale publicly. I looked at it, so from a personal standpoint, I understand completely the pain point that Sortfolio solves. Sortfolio is a directory of creative agencies and web designers, so that process of trying to find a designer is painful. Sortfolio was, in my opinion, and still is, the best way to find a creative agency. So from a business perspective, it was fantastic. My partner is an amazing technical person. Financially, the deal made sense, especially once we get the funding in place. That's it. It's been a year now.
So tell us about the coffee startup.
So my newest startup, which I'm a co-founder of, is called Being Genius. Being Genius is a specialty coffee subscription service. The hook is, though, that we sort of have broken down every coffee that we ship into its flavor components. And we then analyze, once you get your delivery, you rate it, tell us if you like it or not. We start to find patterns in the flavor profiles and start to ship coffees that you're more apt to like. So it's like a coffee discovery service. Think Pandora for coffee, basically.
Is there anything that you'd like to add, or is there a place that readers can follow you, like at Krishna?
I'm all over Twitter, at Krishna, easy enough. It's the best way.
Just one quick addition. Can you tell us a little bit about your whiskey obsession?
So I was on a trip to Beijing, and a buddy of mine just brought to the table some really great scotch. I can't remember what it was, but it was sort of that first time when I was like, wow, this is amazing. I sort of get it, and not to sound like one of those people, but there's all kinds of like flavor nuances and complexities that you really get to become a fan of. And it was actually at that point when I started to understand how people just geek out about wine and cigars, and now coffee. But yeah, I'm obsessed now.
And what's your favorite? What's your favorite that you're drinking right now?
My favorite now, my sort of go-to for special occasions is a Macallan 18. It's just doesn't fail. And my Jack Daniels is my daily driver. Might be a remnant from the rock and roll days, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.